Hello, class. This is Mr. Eggleston. This is lesson 2.7, horizontal and vertical lines. This is the fifth time because I just did it and my iPad glitched. This is getting frustrating for a pretty simple lesson. All right, we're going to talk about horizontal and vertical lines. The learning targets are to interpret scenarios that can be represented with horizontal lines, and you're going to see a cell phone scenario on this activity. Explain why horizontal lines have a slope of 0 and vertical lines have an undefined slope. So first of all, horizontal line is a flat line. Okay? It's flat. That's horizontal. All right? Flat line, by the definition of sloping rise over run, a horizontal line means it has no rise. That's what this is. 0 rise, and it can be any run. And 0 divided by a number is 0. That is why horizontal lines have a slope of 0. Okay? Ooh, that moves. Vertical lines are straight up and down right here. That's a vertical line. Notice, this, by the definition of slope, which is rise over run, has all rise and no run. So you would have the slope definition of rise over run would be like some number, I'm just using 5 as an example number, divided by 0 run. And you cannot divide by 0. It's illegal. You'll get arrested, sent to math prison, I guess. So we say that vertical lines are undefined slope. All right? We're also going to, then the third learning target is write equations of horizontal and vertical lines, including the x and y axis. That's pretty straightforward and just shows up in a problem part of one question in the activity. So here we go. I'm sorry, I've already done this, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it and just talk about it. This was the second time, I guess, when my thing glitched. It glitched right after I wrote that because you see it's blank after that. So it says D-Mobile and Horizon are cell phone providers that are competing and selling data plans. Kara is going to purchase a data plan. Which provider should she choose? Well, here's the data plan. And as you look at this, you'll see that each time you increase the number of gigabytes by 5, you increase the cost by 10. So that tells us the monthly cost of each additional gigabyte would be $10 divided by 5. This is just the slope. This is the slope, which is the rate. It's $2 per gigabyte. Then it says write an equation describing the monthly cost and the number of gigabytes purchased at D-Mobile. Well, we can figure out that if we go back one from here, it would be 0 gigabytes for $10. All right, so using this as the y-intercept, I can write this equation right here. All right, this says $10, that's the y-intercept, that's at 0 gigabytes, plus 2 times each additional gigabyte. Then it says graph. And now this is where I'll slow down because obviously I have to graph this. Graph this equation. Well, we know the y-intercept is 10. There's one dot. And then we go up 2 every time. For every additional gigabyte, we charge 2. So if we go over 5, 2 times 5 is 10. We go up, and so every 5 we go up 10. And we get this. And that is the equation of the line. Or not the equation, the graph of this line. All right. Now, here comes Horizon. Horizon decides to compete with D-Mobile. It's D-Mobile, right? Yeah. And offers their own special plan. The monthly price Y of their plans can be found using the equation y equals 0x plus 30 for x gigabytes. So when we have 0 gigabytes, you plug that in, that's going to be 0 times 0 plus 30, which is 30. When x is 5, the number of gigabytes is 5, that would be 0 times 5 plus 30, and 0 times 5 is 0, so we still get 30. The same reasoning applies for 10 and 15. 0 times 10 is 0 plus 30 is 30, and 0 times 15 is 0 plus 30 is 30. So notice, it is constant. The Horizon has a constant rate of $30 a month. And there's that graph. How much does it cost to get an additional gigabyte on Horizon's plan? Well, it will be $0 because the rate equals 0.
Teachers, now that the bell has rung,